The world is striking back against U.S. tariffs. A global boycott of American goods is gaining momentum, and it's already hitting the U.S. economy hard. From Canada to Europe to Australia, consumers are rejecting American products, and the consequences could be devastating. In Canada, anti-U.S. sentiment is on the rise. Apps now help consumers avoid American-made goods. Cross-border shopping trips are down, and Canadian businesses are prioritizing local alternatives. The U.S. economy isn't as strong as it looks. In 2024, the country ran on a nearly $2 trillion deficit. Inflation is rising, and basic goods like eggs have reached record-breaking prices, over $8 per dozen in some states. GDP growth has already been revised downward to negative 1.5%. The U.S. is halfway toward a recession, and these boycotts could make things much worse. And it's not just about goods, it's about tourism too. Canadians are the largest group of foreign tourists in the U.S., spending over $2.5 billion in 2024 alone. But with rising tensions, many are choosing alternative destinations. A 10% drop in Canadian tourism alone would result in 2 million fewer visits, $2 billion in lost spending, and at least 14,000 job losses. The U.S. is no longer a manufacturing powerhouse. It's a service-based economy. Restaurants, retail stores, entertainment industries, these sectors rely on foreign spending. If consumer boycotts continue, thousands of businesses could collapse. Trump's trade war strategy could even push Canada into recession. And when people lose their jobs and money, do you think they'll want to vacation in the U.S.? Now let's talk numbers. Canada is one of the U.S.'s biggest trading partners. In just the first 3 quarters of 2024, the U.S. exported nearly $350 billion in goods and services to Canada. Add Mexico and China to the mix, and over $1 trillion of exports could be at risk. Most of these exports are machinery, transport equipment, and manufactured goods, industries that can easily be replaced by cheaper alternatives from China and other countries. Boycotts aren't just coming from Canada. Countries around the world are finding alternative suppliers. Why buy tractors from John Deere when they can get them from China at half the price? The U.S. has built a global economy reliant on foreign customers, but if they stop buying, the consequences will be disastrous. Did you know that nearly 30% of S&P 500 revenue comes from foreign buyers? That's a whopping $4.6 trillion. Big tech is even more exposed, with nearly 60% of its sales coming from outside the U.S. If these boycotts expand, U.S. companies could see massive revenue losses. And here's where Trump's strategy might backfire. His tariffs were meant to protect American jobs, but they've triggered a global backlash instead. When he imposed tariffs, he also threatened to punish countries that retaliated. But what if, instead of tariffs, people just stopped buying U.S. goods altogether? Another issue is currency devaluation. Asian currencies have already fallen by 1% against the U.S. dollar, making American goods even more expensive for foreign buyers. This is a double hit: rising prices and declining demand. How will U.S. businesses survive if their biggest customers stop buying? So, what happens next? With boycotts growing and international markets shifting away from the U.S., the economy is at serious risk. Can Trump navigate this crisis, or will his trade war lead to America's economic downfall? What do you think? Is this boycott a temporary reaction, or could it permanently change the global economy? Let me know in the comments below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more deep dives into global economics.